She walked into my wedding venue wearing white, floor length, veil and all. She wasn't the bride. She was my sister. And when I saw her smile at our guests like she owned the room, I made a decision that would break my family in half. A lot of people are calling me a monster. My mom cried for 3 days. My aunt said I ruined everything. But when you hear what she did 4 days before my wedding, you're going to understand exactly why I had no choice. This is my story. My name doesn't matter. What matters is this. I spent 11 months planning my wedding. Every detail, the flowers, the venue, the guest list. 140 people who flew in from 3 states. My sister, let's call her Dana, is 2 years older than me. We were never close, but I invited her anyway. She was even a bridesmaid. I thought maybe this was our chance to fix things. 4 days before the wedding, she called me. She said she needed to be honest with me. She said my fiancé wasn't right for our family, that I was making a mistake, that she'd given this a lot of thought. I told her the wedding was happening. I told her I hoped she could be happy for me. She hung up without saying goodbye. The morning of the wedding, I was getting ready with my bridesmaids when my maid of honor came in with a look on her face I will never forget. "Dana is here," she said. "You need to see what she's wearing." I walked out into the hallway and stopped cold. White dress, not off-white, not champagne, not cream. White with lace, long train. She had her hair pinned up with pearl clips. She looked like a bride. Several guests had already arrived and were visibly confused. One elderly couple from my fiancé's side walked up to her and said, "Oh, are you the bride's sister? You look beautiful. Are you also getting married today?" Dana smiled and said, "Something like that." I pulled her aside immediately. "Dana, I need you to change right now. I have a guest room with a change of clothes. I can call someone to bring you something appropriate." She looked at me calmly and said, "I like this dress. I'm not changing. You're going to ruin my wedding photos." Maybe you should have thought about that before choosing him over family. And that was the moment I knew this wasn't an accident. The ceremony started 10 minutes late because I was in a side room trying to stop shaking. I made a decision. I asked my venue coordinator, a woman named Patricia, who had clearly seen everything in 20 years of weddings, to quietly escort Dana out before I walked down the aisle. Patricia did not hesitate. She's seen this before. What I didn't expect was Dana refusing to leave. She sat in the front row and said loudly enough for the row behind her to hear, "I'm her sister. I have every right to be here." Patricia leaned down and whispered something to her. Dana stood up. She looked down the aisle directly at me. I was standing at the entrance, veil down, flowers shaking in my hands. And she walked out. Not quietly, heels on marble, slow, deliberate. Every single head turned. And then the music started, and I walked down the aisle to marry the man I love. My phone died during the reception because of the volume of messages. My mother, "How could you do this to your sister on her birthday?" Her birthday is in February. My wedding was in October. My aunt, "You always had to be the center of attention." My cousin, "She was just wearing a dress. You embarrassed the whole family." My dad, "She's your sister. You could have let it go." My fiancé, now my husband, read every single message with me that night. He said 3 words. "They're all wrong." Here's what nobody in my family wants to acknowledge. She called me 4 days before my wedding to talk me out of it. She showed up in a white gown. She refused to change when asked privately. She refused to leave when escorted. And when she walked out, she made it a performance. This was not an accident. This was a statement. So, I have one question for the comments. Am I the one who destroyed this family? Or did she make that choice herself? Drop your verdict below. And if you want to know what happened when I finally replied to my mother's messages, comment update, and I'll post the follow-up next week.